Alright, you guys ready for some hot takes and opinions? Ready to be against me this whole time? Ready to argue with me? Are we ready to do this, chat? Okay, so everyone that doesn't know the teams, Red Rabbits is Philza, Wilbur, Scott, and Tommy. Orange Ocelots, fun team. Yellow Yaks, fun team. These are the only two teams I don't really think have a chance of winning the next MCC 8. Lime Llamas, this team was literally MCC 6, I think it was, but instead of me, it's Catherine. And we dominated that, by the way. We just lost in Dodgeball. Pizza curse. Green Guardians, Sapnap, George, Kratzy. God dang it, I always say his name wrong. And Errett. Mefs, Tapel, Captain Sparkles, and Captain Puffy. This is a top 3 team. Aqua Axolotls, your boy. Quig, Whip, and Small Beans. Blue Bats, Kelvin, CPK, Minnie, and SB. Purple Pandas. Fundy, Krinios, Kara, and Sylvie. Pink Parrots, Dream, Techno, King Bjorn, and Michael McChill. Chat, I think majority of you are gonna agree with me on this, but Orange Ocelots. Does anyone disagree with that? Does anyone disagree with that? Shelby can carry, you never know. I don't think Shelby can carry hard enough to get them lower than 9th place, or above 9th place. Orange Ocelots and Yellow Yaks are the bottom 2 teams that I don't see. I think they're the only 2 teams I can't see winning. This is another team that... these are all teams that I could see winning, but I think out of all the teams, it is the weakest. I think it's Green Guardians. In all fairness, I haven't seen Sapnap or George's stats or gameplay. I know Dave is good, but I think that is the 8th place team. Really? Yeah. Look at how strong the other teams are. I'm not sitting here being like, they are bad, they are horrible. That's where I see them placing. There's 8 really good teams here. It's hard to judge. Purple Pandas. Dude, this MCC is going to be really difficult. Fundy came in 4th last MCC, and Krinios came in 6th last MCC. Which blows my mind that I'm putting them at 7th. And Kara's gotten so much better. I haven't seen much of Sylvie, to be honest. But yeah, I see them coming in 7th. This is, Pete, you're in here. You're not going to like my 6th place, but sorry, boss. I think it is Lime Llamas. I was gonna put Liam Llamas. Lime Llamas. I like the team a lot. I've seen Catherine struggling in the last few MCCs, but I know... I mean, I teamed with this team. It was literally me in place of Catherine with this team. I think that was MCC 6, and I think the teams are a lot better that we're going up against in MCC 8 rather than MCC 6. But yeah, that's actually where I put it. We've seen how good Martin and Jimmy are. We know how good Pete is. I think that Lime Llamas winning comes down to the final 2 games. The final 2 games are what's going to determine it for Lime Llamas. If Pete and them pop off in the final 2 games where the points are 3 times as much as the beginning games, they are going to place in top 2. If Pete gets his perfect 2 games in the last 2 rounds, he is being in top 2. That's how strong Pete is. This is actually really... These teams are really balanced, but it's Red Rabbits. I think it has to be Red Rabbits. Literally, it's just because I see other players on the other teams and I think they're more likely to pop off than them. That's kind of it. Red Rabbits, I thought when it was first announced, was going to be the strongest team. They are the most, like, balanced team. Like, I think they're all B tier or above. Like, there's no bad players on there, but I think they're 5th overall still somehow. I think I might be the one that ends up overestimating Blue Bats, to be honest. Number 4 is between Cyan Creepers, Aqua Axolotls, Blue Bats, and Pink Parrots. I think 9 out of 10 MCCs, Blue Bats are top 4. I see them being very consistent. I've won with Mini Mooka before. I know how good he is. I've played with Calvin before. I placed higher than him, and don't let Calvin forget that. Top 3. Top 3 are Cyan Creepers, Aqua Axolotls, and Pink Parrots. Alright, Chad, who do you think is the 3rd best team? I have mine already picked out. You're insane if you think it's Aqua Axolotls. We're number 1. Like, that's not even a debate. It's Cyan Creepers. I know how good they are. I just think the other 2 teams are better. That's honestly it. That's really all I have to say. The only downside I see on this team, we know how good Tap L is. I've watched how good he is, but he's new to MCC, so same thing as SB, where other players have at least played the games before. There'll be less nerves for them, that kind of stuff. He's still going to perform insane. He's going to be a top 10 player, but that's... I think if this was his 3rd MCC or something like that, he'd be a top 5 player 100% of the time. All right, chat. Top 2 teams are Pink Parrots and Aqua Axolotls. Who do you think's number 1? Anyone saying Aqua Axolotls isn't number 1, I think you are insane. We're talking about Quig, who has been the number 1 player in 3 MCCs, tied with Pete for 3 top MCCs. We have Whip, who's coming off of a win, and anyone who doubts him, he came in 11th last time. 11th overall, just off of top 10. Small Beans, who I think is a very underrated player because he's not been on good teams at all. Completely honest. You look at the teams he's been on, they have been the for fun teams. So let's calm down on Joel. And then HBomb94. S tier, baby. I think all around we're better than Pink Parrots. Pink Parrots has the star powers of Dream and Techno. But all around, I think we're better. Dream sucks at PvP? No. Hello? Hello? This, I think, is going to be the placements. And then Aqua Axolotls versus Pink Parrots in Dodgeball. That's going to be one hell of a Dodgeball. Dude, I really hope that's true. I really hope that happens. Techno has been grinding MCC, though. So... bring it on. I don't think it comes down to Techno or Dream on Pink Parrots. I think it comes down to King Buren or Michael McChill. It comes down to where they place. Like, if you look at, like, Wilbur Score, he's always been on Techno's team, which has always been, like, a top 4 team, I think. Something around there. I think it's time for, Joel to get out of the fun teams and pop up to number 1 and number 2. Easy. H, don't jinx it. This is basically what I'm saying to myself while predicting this whole thing to happen.
I just want to say... I'm gonna win.
I knew we'd say something like that! What did he say? So full of it, get off the stage! Why would you be so disrespectful? You're representing us all!
Not my fault, the rest of you are just stepping stones to my victory.
Literally me. And then he won? Yeah. Confidence is key. It boosts you up, too. Top 10 players. It's hard to put individual scores because we have no idea where they're going to place. We have no idea what games are going to be picked. So, I said this before, but if we get bingo but fast, our team's going to win. Our team's coming first or second. Guaranteed. I firmly believe that. But since our team is all around very good SMP players and understand vanilla Minecraft, there's not just going to be Quig getting like 1,000,000 points. It's going to be split up in evenly, or close to evenly at least. But if there's a game like Ace Race where it's individual, Quig can pop off. Skyblockle, Quig can pop off. Parkour Warrior, Quig can pop off. Hole in the Wall, Quig can pop off. Survival games, Quig can pop off. His Dream. I think Dream is constantly... Has Dream placed anything below 3rd? He's been in 2 now? No, he's only been 3rd? He was 2 thirds, okay. Well, let's make it 4. Or 3. I can count. I said 3 too many times. Next after 3 is 4. That's a wild card because he's not been in 1, but I think he does have that much talent to just be 4th overall. I'm going to win. I'm trying to decide on... I have 2 players. I'm trying to decide which is 6th and which one's 7th. Tap L is not 1.8 PvP. Good players can adapt. Actually, it's between 3 players. So you guys know how I made the post on MCC Reddit about what's the best practice for MCC and how I thought it was speedrunning? I do think speedrunning is the best practice for MCC. But something that no one really mentioned was Fundy makes really difficult Minecraft modes. And he practices in really hard difficulties. That's why I think Fundy's been performing very well recently. The players that I could see being top 10. So I have a few people on my mind right now. As you guys are saying, Mephs. Krinios, Mephs. And a lot of players can squeak into top 10 too. Tap L is way too high, I disagree. Sapnap, Dave. Anyone from Red Rabbits, to be honest. Jordan's also in the debate too. So let's go over who I think can be in top 10. This is more consistently what I believe, or more consistent. Anyone can place in top 10 in this, like in this entire event. But more times than not, I believe that Krinios. I don't know SB well enough, so I'm just gonna keep him out of the mix. He can be. I've seen him do the parkour, and he's very good. But I don't know him well enough to know where to put him. Krinios, Mephs, Jordan, Sapnap. I don't think I see George, honestly. Dave. Philza, not so much Wilbur. Philza, Scott, and Tommy. Flip. Like I said, I think anyone can do it, but consistently, I think the other ones would do top 10 more than Flip. CPK? Oh yeah, I missed CPK too. That's true. I was more focused on SB because I didn't know where to put them. These are the 10 players I see more often than not being in the top 10. Also, a lot of these points differentials came down to me thinking that Bingo is going to be picked. Every time I thought about games, Bingo came first to mind. And then I look at the players that I think will do best at their team. I think Fundy and Krinios are going to pop off during that. I think that my entire team is going to do well, and we're going to be split there. I see Calvin doing insane. I see Mephs doing insane. I see Dave doing insane. And then I looked at, like... So in the last mine, I was looking at Krinios. I'm like, where does Krinios actually struggle? Krinios did insane in that. Krinios did insane in... Actually, I don't know where Krinios plays in Ace Race, but in general parkour, he's very good. Skyblockle. Sapnap. I don't know Sapnap very well, to be honest. I haven't seen what he does. So that's another one where I just don't know where to put him. He can. I just don't know. Skyblockle, Krinios is good at. Parkour, Krinios is good at. Hole in the wall, I believe Krinios is good at. Survival games, Krinios is good at. Rocket Spleef, Krinios is good at. To get to the other side, Krinios is good at. Battle Box, Krinios is good at. Okay. Yeah, I think this is roughly what the standings will be for MCC 8. Watch me be entirely wrong.